Nigeria is playing with fire. Nigeria is actually playing with fire and they don't know what they are doing. Now, today is Sunday, the 28th day of December 2025. Yesterday, being 27th, there was a joint statement that was released by the Islamic Kingdom of Jordan. In that joint statement, Jordan claims that they are issuing this statement on behalf of other Islamic countries and they mention them. And among these countries are the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And what is this statement all about? 2 days ago, Benjamin Netanyahu recognized the Republic of Somaliland from Somali, the country that declared independence close to 30 years ago. Before Benjamin Netanyahu recognized Somaliland, he consulted his allies, including the US, even including France, that is not that close to Israel at this moment, was consulted. And they gave go ahead and Benjamin Netanyahu recognized Somaliland. Now, I am having, a confusion on my brain right now because Nigeria is setting up a pit for herself. And that is why I don't take Nigeria serious because I know that with all these things, Nigeria is going to hell. How can you imagine that Tinubu, who is now a puppet to Emmanuel Macron, to the French government, to the extent of even allowing France to manage the tax data of Nigeria? So that is to tell you how Tinubu is now loyal to France. And not only that, the Nigerian government at this moment is at the mercy of the United States of America. Look at how the United States have just picked them and put them in their pocket. Now, that is not where I'm going. Pay attention. If US, France, and all these Western countries give Israel go ahead to recognize Somaliland because Israel needs Somaliland because of the Iranian-backed Houthi terrorists in Yemen. Because of the Houthi terrorists in Yemen, which is very, very close to Djibouti and Somaliland. So Israel, America, France, whether you like it or not, they need Somaliland. This is international politics. I don't know who is pushing Nigeria to this hell. This is international politics. They need Somaliland. Israel needs Somaliland. Very close to all these Houthis in Yemen that Iran is backing up. Very close to, they will have more access and air superiority against all these countries that is fighting against them. Now, for Nigeria to now pour spit on US, pour spit on France, pour spit on Israel, and go and say that they condemn the recognition of Israel on Somaliland. People should understand that Tinubu is not in charge. Like, I don't know whether they consult Tinubu before they do that. You understand? Because in a normal sense, someone should be able to read. I know that Nigeria have been registered in so many Islamic state countries. Any other thing they do, contribution they do. But people in Nigeria, are they aware of all these things? You see, the power of Switzerland today is because of the neutrality they play in so many things. You must not come out to join forces with Islamic countries at this moment. When the West is taking hold of your country, France is taking hold of your economic power. France is now competing with UK in making Nigeria resources. Then US has taken control of Nigerian military, whether you like it or not. US is systematically just putting Nigeria away. But look at what the Nigerian government is doing. Standing against the same US that is over you, standing against France that is over you, standing against Israel, and rejecting the recognition of Somaliland. Do they even make inquiry? How is the Nigerian foreign policy? Where do Nigerians stand? Working with America, working with France, working with UK, working with Iran, working with Iraq, working with Pakistan, working with Jordan. Where are these people? Where are they standing? You see, this is why I'm saying that Nigeria must not be one country. This is because the southern part of the country believes and agrees with the US kind of life, with the Western kind of life, UK kind of life. When you look at people from the southern part of the country, both the East and West, they make good life in the Western countries like America, all those things. The northern part of the country are also in Jordan, Iran, Pakistan. They make good things, good living in that place. And these two countries, these two sides, the West and all these Arab countries, they are not too together like that. So Nigeria cannot be choosing left and be choosing right. And that is why people must understand international politics and how it affects Nigeria. Now, notwithstanding about the plan that these people were having to annex Nigeria into a terror stronghold, of which the West kick against it, the US is leading the West to kick against it, and they will not allow it to happen. Nigeria should understand that when it comes to military power, they are zero. When I mean they are zero because military today is technology. When it comes to economic power, they are zero. They are zero in the sense that they are not in charge of their resources. Terrorists and other countries are in charge of Nigerian resources. So Nigeria is just a country that is doing more than, they are doing above their power, like they are doing past themselves. What they are not supposed to do, they are putting hands in so many places. So I totally condemn Nigeria joining the Arab countries, joining the Islamic countries to condemn Israel, recognizing the Somaliland. It's just direct spit on US. You are just pouring spit on US. And all these things counts. I'm telling you this for free. Nigeria is going to hell. Nigeria is going to hell. So I don't know because if you ask Nigerians today, what do you want? The South will choose differently from the North. This is not because the South is bad or the North is bad. This is because this is not a nation. The ideologies are totally different. The religions are totally different. The ideology, education, school of thought, totally different. It's like you put some two elements that repair each other. They can form a compound. That is Nigeria experiment. If you put two elements together that can cause a chemical reaction and have a new compound, you could say, oh, it's manageable. But not people that is not of one religion, not of one culture. And I will continue to say this. If UK is at the verge of collapse because of Sharia, people they accept it into their country, how do they want us to live with people who we are living with in the same country? It can't happen. I want people to think generational. I want you to think the consequences of this thing you people are doing today. Think about the consequences. From 2000, people were talking, 2010, people are talking, 2020, people. Nigeria is going bad. This is retrogression. There is no year that Nigeria gets better. No single year Nigeria gets better. Even when you think, oh, it was Buhari, it is Tinubu, the next president could be worse. This is a system these people have put in place, and you must put a stop to the system. I used to give people example that if you buy a yam or you have a yam, and you want to keep that yam, and that yam have infection already, those infection that enters yam. I don't know what they call it in your language, but they call it auto. And those brown things in a yam, they call it udubon. So when you have a yam that have such pest or infection, if you do not divide the yam, cut the infection out of the yam, it's going to spoil the whole yam within few days or weeks. That is the situation Nigeria is. Nigeria have pests already. There is an infection already. This infection is growing, is conquering territories, villages, infiltrating everywhere, infiltrating the government, the military, the police. And if you feel that by just keeping quiet and we can do this, we can solve it, let us put injection in that yam to stop the infection, you are wasting your time. And you will regret this thing in your old age. You will regret it because you can't understand what you are leaving for your children to come. You can't understand it. So, Nigeria, we in the South cannot continue to be in Islamic states of Nigeria. This is pure. I am not saying it for anything. We cannot continue to be in the Islamic state of Nigeria. No. We can't continue like this forever. Anyway, what do I know, Seth? But time is coming, and we will understand the consequences of every action we have committed.